Hello, hello. What is going on today? Let's see. Today is the 18th. Easter weekend is coming up. So I hope you guys have a fun Easter planned. I know this year seems bleak. I've been seeing footage of people decorating potatoes and other things for Easter this year because of the egg prices. Let's Have you seen some of these things? Let's see. Easter egg ideas for 2025. Like I don't know, you guys seen these things, but like, it's like, let's see, I can share like potatoes, Easter. Like I've seen like potatoes. I've seen people do like I've seen people do like it looks like this. Let me share it my screen real quick. But like it's boop. It looks like this right now. Like Easter potatoes is a thing that's going around right now because of the egg prices. Look at this. This is crazy. Like you basically take a potato and you add some food coloring and voila, Easter potatoes. That's new jam. I don't know where you guys are from, but like I remember when I was growing up, we didn't do real Easter eggs. Like that's not a thing. Anyways, what else is in the news that I saw today? I saw this thing about Mayweather being accused of buying a bunch of property, I guess, in New York. It's $402 million or something of that nature. And I just thought that was pretty interesting. So I wanted to like look into it. Let me see, where is it? It's this right here. Floyd Mayweather accused of fabricating in New York property deal, right? I think it's like $402 million. I believe it's 62 units in New York. And it's crazy because like I've seen a lot of people online right now saying that this is a way of him showing that he's out of money. Because supposedly what is his net worth? Let's look at his net worth. Net worth 2025. Okay. What is his net worth? Oops, no, that's Mike Tyson. No. What is his net worth right now? I remember seeing it was like, okay, this thing says it's 500 million. Okay, for him to buy $402 million worth, like there's no way. Like there's no way. See, like this just seems crazy because like people all over the internet right now are saying that this is what Floyd Mayweather gets. He's built his career in a way of people hating him. Right? Like we just people buy tickets to his fights just to see him lose. Like that's the kind of person he is. And I guess he's running out of money. I saw this interview that 50 Cent said is basically the Floyd Mayweather business model where you just fight, spend the money, fight again, spend the money, fight again. And he's way past the end of his career at this point. He's still doing fights. He's still doing fights because he I mean, you cannot keep up that lifestyle of buying cars that you, like buying cars that you do not drive. You know what I mean? Like he's if you just look at any picture of Floyd Mayweather, like Floyd, you just see him with cash. That's literally his MO. you know? So I don't know. This could be the end for him because so he's saying that he bought these apartments, right? But everyone on the internet is saying they looked it up. Let me see if I can find him talking about getting the apartments. I'm gonna find it somewhere. Oh, here it is. All right. Let me share this too, so you guys can see what is he talking about. All right. Back to me. Back to me. Here we go. All right. So this is him walking down the streets of in New York of these apartments that he supposedly bought. Right. He supposedly bought these, and he says that he owns 62 of these buildings and the bottom part. On the bottom part, there's like retail stuff, there's stores. And so he said he bought all these by himself with cash. So let's play this. See all these buildings, supposedly, all of it. Yeah, so he's saying he bought all that with cash, and supposedly there's no record. You see here, there's no record of him actually buying those apartment buildings. And some people are saying like, oh, it takes a while. It takes a while for the records to get updated. It's a complicated deal. It's been like more than a month or so. Usually when you buy these things, it gets updated in the records pretty quickly. It's been more than a month. None of those apartments have changed hands at all. And usually this is Floyd's number one thing that he does is usually when you accuse him of not having the money, in the past at least, his go-to reaction is to do this right here. His go-to reaction has always been to kind of like show off of it. It's literally, this is his go-to reaction right here. you know so that's his reaction every single time. Every single time you accuse him of not having any money, next thing you know, he's gonna be at the bank withdrawing like millions of dollars. You accuse him of not having money, he'll throw money into the air. Like there's this back when he fought Connor, there was this part where he was like, "Oh, I make money," and Connor's like, "Oh, you owe money," right? And then the next day during their presser, Mayweather was like throwing money, like, "Oh, I don't need this money. I got so much money everywhere." Ah. He throws it everywhere. So like, I don't know. I just think that that's pretty interesting that I saw this today, and all throughout my feed has been this story. So I want to bring it up to you guys. That's literally why I bring it up. You know. Yeah, I mean, we'll see. I mean, he's got another expedition fight. Like, who is he fighting now? Like, he's fighting another person already. Well, when I type in like, okay, you know what's even more crazy now? So I'm typing in right now. I'm typing in like his newest fight. That's literally what I search. This is literally what pops up. Floyd Mayweather panic, assets frozen. Like, I don't want to play it. Don't want to play it. I think he's like fighting like, yeah, this guy. He's fighting this guy. you know? And how old is he now? It's crazy. I don't know. I don't know what else is going on. Let's move on from Floydy, because it's like an interesting thing. At the same time, I'm kind of like, oh, why? I mean, if he does go broke, I have to say, um, he's just one of those people, okay? Because everybody else sees him, and it's like you just hate him so much because we're all struggling just to make a few bucks, and you see him like buying millions of dollars worth of cars that he doesn't need. Let's see some good news today. Let's go look at good news. That's what I love. Some good news. Let's see some good news. What else is going on today? We want to see some good news. Let's see some good news. Positive, inspiring stories. What we got? What we got? Oh, okay. Let's see. Ooh, colossal squid filmed. Interesting. Okay. Oh, I covered this story yesterday. The human chain to get 9,000 books to a new location for an indie bookstore. Basically, what they were doing is bookstore moved from one side to the other side, and they just found a bunch of people, and they just like pass books back and forth. Crazy. Okay. Ooh, no cover, no judging. Oh, you know what else I saw today? Let me see if I can search this up too. I saw the Fire Festival 2 canceled. Oh, who saw this coming, guys? Who saw this coming? Fire Festival 2, Fate Up in the Air, after event says it won't take place in Mexico resort. Oh, who saw this one coming? Like, you know what's insane? Is this guy, this Billy McFarlane guy, and when I see this McFarlane name, I'm thinking about Family Guy. I'm thinking about Seth MacFarlane, which is unfortunate. But oh wait, Festival 2 is still on. We're just vetting new locations. Insane. Insane. Like, who is going to Fire Festival 2? Because you saw what happened in Fire Festival 1. Why are we going to Fire Festival 2? Like, and the ticket prices for this thing is insane. Look at this. Ticket packages to be sold for $1,400 for one person, not including accommodations or travel, or you can flex on everybody and you show everyone how big of a sucker you are, and you pay $1.1 million, which covers 8 people for the Prometheus God Fire Pass. What a name! Prometheus God Fire Pass, guaranteeing complimentary accommodations and private air charter. You can pay $1,400 and get here however you want to get here, or $1.1 million. Bring 7 of your buddies, and you're gonna fly private into the middle of nowhere. Insane. I mean, who who who's falling for this? Insane. This guy Billy. Oh, but Billy. This is the only way Billy knows how to make money. What does Billy do? What does our friend Billy do? Because it seems like he's tried 2 times already. I thought he went to jail. Yeah, see? Billy was released from prison, and he's at it again. And you know what's the funny thing about prison? Is that they say you go there and to learn new scams. Apparently, Billy went to prison and didn't learn any new scams because he's still at the same one. Right? Oh, look, he still owes millions of dollars. I guess he wants to double down. Is that the plan? What is Billy's net? What does he do? Do you guys see this? Billy's net worth right now is currently negative $26 million. That's just quick Google. Imagine, okay. Uh, like when you go to your bank, right? And you have your bank account, and you have money in there, and sometimes you lose track of the amount of money that's in your bank account. and you get a overdraft fee, right? You know, it's 25 bucks usually. Sometimes some places it's 35 bucks. And then some banks have this cool program where if you see it goes negative, if you bring it back to a positive within the same day, they'll waive the fee, right? What do you do when you're negative? When you are, let me share you guys this what I'm looking at right now, because what do you do? What do you do when you, my friends, you are negative $26 million? Like imagine his bank account right now is like I know of course that's not the money that's like he owes, but like he owes in a bank, but still. Like how heavy is the air when you wake up in the morning, knowing that you are in the hole $26 million. I mean, the air is heavy for me when I wake up and I feel like I'm in the hole $10, 20 bucks, 100 bucks, like I'm like, oh my God, I don't have enough for today. I'm just down maybe like 100 bucks or so. I'll just work and, I'll bring it even by the end of the day or whatever, right? Imagine being negative $26 million. That's crazy. I don't know how do you even get it. Look at this right here. Negative, boom, 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 $5 million. Has negative money in the bank. Oh, duh, you have negative money in the bank. Insane. I don't know. What do you do? I mean, I guess that's why you want to do fire too. But how do you even at this point get people to do fire too? Oh, is this his lady? Who's this? Okay. I can't tell. Is that his mom or just random person? Oh no, this has to be someone that's with him. Oh, that's his mom. I could just tell. Or yeah, it says move back in with your parents. Dude, he's a big guy though. He's a very big guy. I just never saw anything because you see people on TV and whatnot, but yeah, he's a big guy. Wow, that's crazy. Insane, insane, insane. Imagine being negative $26 million and trying to put together another festival just to break even. Um, his whole thing would make actually a great movie, like a heist movie in a way. I that His story is actually perfect for a heist movie because it's like I could just see how the movie starts off. Like you have you just in the beginning of the movie you play the footage of like the fire festival going bad, right? And then the next scene is the doors open and he's out of jail now. And then he goes home. He's going home to his parents' house, and then his parents are talking about whatever. They're trying not to directly talk to him about what's going on. But the air is thick. The It's blue. Like I could just see like they use a blue lens on the scene, right? And he gets home, and then he goes to his old room, and inside his old room, there's a bunch of mail, like just mail stacked up, a big stack of mail that he missed over the years that he spent in prison. And he's going through bills past due, bills past due, bills past due. He opens one. It's a bank statement, negative 3 million, right? And he's like, oh, and he just puts it away. And next scene, he goes to sleep. Next scene is breakfast time, and they're like, "Oh, what are you gonna do?" That's what his parents are saying. "What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do, Billy?" And then, you know, his this is his mom, right here. Like, what are you gonna do, Billy? Like, literally, just look at his face. What are you gonna do, Billy? Yeah, and then he's like, I don't know, mom. What am I gonna do? And it's literally she's still like pointing at him. Go, you got to do something, you know. And then yeah, he goes out, and then he's with his buddies right now, his like old town buddies, and they're doing all right. All his old friends are doing all right, and then he's like, I don't know, what am I gonna do? And then he's watching the TV, and he sees they are doing another season of the Kardashians, right? The Kardashians, right? And he's like, the Kardashians again, right? Because I remember, like, look, the new season of Kardashians. They're doing more Kardashians, and he's like, they're still going. Who's still watching the Kardashians, right? And then he's like, you know what? You know what I'm gonna do? Fire Festival 2. That's what we're doing. Playing is on fire. You know, he's like, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make Fire Festival 2, and we're gonna make money to pay back the money that we owe from Fire Festival 1. And then the money that we had from Fire Festival 2 is gonna get delayed. So we gotta do Fire Festival 3. But that's a different problem. That's for the sequel movie, right? We're on Fire Festival 2. That's actually the name of the movie, Fire Festival 2. There was no part 1. It starts with part 2, Fire Festival 2, right? And he's like, okay, we gotta get the band back together. We gotta call Ja Rule, right? Ja Rule, right? Look at this guy. You're like, Ja, I know you got burnt on the first season of Fire Festival, but we gotta get the band back together. We gotta do this. And he's like, all right, I'm gonna do it. What's Ja Rule's net worth right now? Okay, 4 million. Okay, he needs this too. Okay, he needs this. No one listens to Ja Rule's music anymore. 50 Cent ended his career. So he jumps on board for Fire Festival 2, and we're going to do it again. But this time, we're going to do it right. Until you have this one problem. No one believes in you. No one wants Fire Festival 2. Right? Nobody wants Fire Festival 2. So what are you going to do? Well, you just got to find a place. I don't know. This is a movie right here, and this is the high. Definitely, this could be a heist movie where they do that whole thing where you don't think it's gonna work out, but it works out. It always works out. So yeah, that's basically all I have today. What I found very interesting. Um, Floyd Mayweather Fire Festival 2. Easter is coming up. We're now doing Easter potatoes. You know what'd be very funny about the Easter potatoes? Let's go back to Easter potatoes. You know what I find very interesting about Easter potatoes? Um, what I find interesting about Easter potatoes instead of eggs, right, is that in 10 plus years, right? Look at this. Look at this. You see? We don't need the music. All right. You see this right here? Okay. You know what I find interesting about the Easter potato idea is that in 10 years from now, are you even going to remember that Easter eggs was a thing, right? Because the newer generation of kids, they're going to grow up and they're going to remember Easter potatoes, right? And then maybe you do it this year and you do it again. They like it so much, you do it again next year. And then you do it again next year, you might as well keep on going, right? It's becoming a tradition now. Easter potatoes, Easter potatoes. 5 years of this goes by. Your kids are older now, and this is all they know, Easter potatoes. And then when they grow up, they are going to start doing their own Easter potatoes, right? So it's gonna become a thing, and then like 10 years from now, Easter potatoes is is the jam, you know, because is gonna remember nobody's gonna remember how to do the regular Easter eggs anymore, or they're just gonna see like that was silly. Why didn't we just do potatoes? Because literally, you can grow your own potatoes and then dye them because they're just gonna go out into the wilderness anyways. And plus side about using potatoes instead of eggs is that if you don't find the one egg, if your family is using real eggs, it's not gonna rot and smell up your whole yard because Billy didn't find the eggs, right? You have potato, it's just going to rot, go into the earth, become manure or whatever. So Easter potatoes is the new jam. And if this keeps on going, nobody's going to remember about, look at this kid. See? Nobody's going to be remember about regular eggs anymore. And then, okay, and then years from now, it's going to be Easter bunny, Easter potatoes. In a way, Easter bunny, Easter potatoes actually makes way more sense because potatoes are in the garden, Easter bunnies are in the like bunnies are in the garden. It kind of goes together. Eggs and the Easter bunny do not go together because eggs, in a way, have nothing to do with bunnies. So I feel like Easter potatoes, in a way, makes way more sense. If you're gonna go with like the spring garden harvest theme, I don't know. Anyways, it's late. I'm gonna go for now. I'll be back later. Thanks for stopping by.